mention a disclaimer. I will only be ranking major villains in the Star Wars universe that have a bigger impact than people the casual fans would know. So no Sunfac, Watto, or General Veers in this video. All characters in this video are canon and I will be using some Legends material to reference these characters. Everything here is my opinion. With that said, let's begin our list. Okay, so at dead last we're gonna have to have Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma's appearances in the movie have been pretty underwhelming to say the least. Now, she's not the main villain and that's fine and that doesn't matter all too much, but her presence doesn't mean anything. First of all, she's unloyal to the First Order, easily giving away the secret information to Finn, who is a stormtrooper, mind you. Normally, any sort of bad guy should bring somewhat of a fear to the audience, but when I see Phasma, I just see some pathetic wimp in shiny armor. As for other information about her, backstory is okay to say the least, and her armor has some ties to Palpatine. But that's another story for another day. Now, I think she had a lot of potential, but a lot of this can be because of the awful writing and character development from the writers.
Scum. Rebel scum.
Sliding into our next spot, we have General Hux. This is honestly just a $2 Supreme shirt of Grand Moff Tarkin. Honestly, in the movies, he's just an angry man to say the least and has no significance. Just look at this clip.
Supreme Leader, don't get distracted. I'll go.
Right away.
But I say in the movies, in the sense that in the comics, his character has some depth to say the least. During the waning days of the Empire, he actually served under Gallius Rex as a child and went under brutal training. But then again, that's a story for another day. And his appearances in the movie are just underwhelming. Kylo Ren. A great actor ruined by bad writing. I honestly hate, and I mean hate, Kylo Ren. He's just a sissy version of Vader, like this fool. Wait, get this Muppet out of here. If we're gonna be honest, Ben Solo has almost no depth, other than that he is related to the great Anakin Skywalker. He never wins, his battles are predictable, and he's a crybaby.
FN 2187 may have helped in the escape.
Bounty hunters. We don't need that scum.
Yes, sir.
Those rebels won't escape us.
Sir, we have a priority signal from the Star Destroyer Avenger.
Right.
There will be a substantial reward for the one who finds the Millennium Falcon. You are free to use any methods necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegration.
Next, we have the Bounty Hunter Squad, so Dengar, Bosk, and IG-88. Now, I really love these characters because in the comics, books, and Clone Wars show, these characters become actual characters. I just ranked them extremely low because I feel as though the average casual loser, nah, I'm just kidding there, would not know these characters. Either way, love these guys.
The droid will soon be delivered to the Resistance, leading them to the last Jedi. If Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise.
We have Snoke. Now, this character I feel is a bit better than the other sequel characters, but I just want to know his backstory, to be honest. I feel as though this character was wasted because it did seem somewhat interesting. He was a mysterious character that I would have really liked to see covered, but in the end it was just used as a plot device.
Boba, get on board!
Boba Fett. Now, in the movies, he definitely improves upon Boba Fett because he actually does something and has a larger significance in the universe, being the genetic template of the clone army. Other than that, I feel as though he's pretty bland. In comes the Grand Moff and his eccentrics, which I don't even know how to pronounce. The Grand Moff in the movies is already quite good despite his limited screen time. However, what really puts him over the hump is his non-movie content. He shows that he's one of the smartest people in the Empire and is a very interesting character.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Steady. Steady. No!
Droid General has now arrived. Now, General Grievous on screen is cowardly, mediocre, and pathetic. Wait, why is he back? Get out of here. Now, continuing. In canon, he is a weak character with no motives and a weak backstory. However, once we dig into Legends content, then the fun really starts. He was an alien in a poverty-stricken world and eventually rose up the ranks, losing his beloved wife in the process. Then he would become depressed as soon after the Jedi and Republic would sabotage his planet with high taxes and higher debt. He was recruited by the CIS and served as an enforcer. In return, the banking clan would help out with the planet's debt. However, while in service, he sabotaged his current mission because he heard that some crap had been going down on this planet. This pissed off everyone in the CIS, so they soon after blew up his ship and made him into their internal slave and pawn.
Be serious!
12 seconds later.
Shields are still down. The ship is still in turmoil. We're home free. Successful a rescue as one could hope for, Viceroy. I'll be a legend for this.
I always had a good feeling about you, Captain.
You see? Assassin. Our plan went off without a hitch.
Our plan.
And I will, of course, make sure your contributions are noted in my report to Count Dooku.
I'll tell him myself. Greetings, Viceroy.
I always had a good feeling about you.
Next in line is Asajj Ventress. Although we don't see her in the movies, her appearances in the Clone Wars and books make her a very interesting character. As a nice sister from Dathomir, her character adds a lot of depth to the Clone Wars, Dooku, and even Darth Maul. After she is betrayed by Dooku, her story as a bounty hunter is still very interesting and compelling.
Master Yoda.
Count Dooku.
You have interfered with our affairs for the last time.
Powerful you have become, Dooku. The dark side I sense in you.
I've become more powerful than any Jedi. Even you.
Now, I've been looking forward to make this list. Count Dooku is a very good character. In the movies, he is quite sloppy in his dialogue, but Christopher Lee makes up for that. Either way, he's a great character for showing how much Anakin's power has increased, and has a great backstory. Being a fallen Jedi Master is a very cool concept. His character in the Clone Wars TV show made him a lot better. Next we have...
You're standing on...
Hut. I mean, he's just really cool in the movies. He and Han have some beef with each other, and a lot of the bounty hunters revolve around him, such as Cad Bane, Boba, and many others. So overall, really cool guy. Into the Sarlacc, we have Boba Fett, son of Jango Fett, and brother to around 150 million clones. Boba is an interesting character. Now, he doesn't do much in the movies, but he's still very intimidating when he's next to Lord Vader. In the comics, he also does some cool stuff, but I feel like he could have done more in the overall movies. In Return of the Jedi, I would have really liked to see a showdown between Boba Fett and Han Solo.
Challenge you, one warrior to another, and only the strongest shall rule Mandalore.
So be it.
Sliced in half and falling down a reactor shaft. Next we have Darth Maul. In the movies we don't get to see him at all. However, when we do see him, it's very intimidating. I do feel he could have been used more in the movies, but I guess that's just prequel stuff. His character is expanded in the Clone Wars TV series, and I just loved it. Just seeing Maul's hatred in the movie, just another beast entirely. His fate in Rebels was also very poetic, just because of the fact that he lost all his hatred, realizing that in the bigger picture, he was just a pawn to Palpatine. I can say that that scene was very sad.
Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is.
He will avenge us.
Master Windu. I take it General Grievous has been destroyed then. I must... Master Windu. I take it General Grievous has been destroyed then. I must say you're here sooner than expected.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
It's treason, then.
we have Darth Sidious and Palpatine. Now this man is the complete embodiment of the dark side. Just seeing him completely own the Jedi in the prequels is just unexplainable. Seeing him slice and dice 3 Jedi Masters, etc. He never even tries. Most of the time he just tries to play around with the opponent because he already knows he's more powerful. His backstory is also very interesting. Like in Sith fashion, he killed his entire family and to align himself with Darth Plagueis and the Sith Lords. When high-ranking officers would meet with Palpatine, they would just become sick just because of his dark aura. And let's not forget about the Senate memes.
So aren't you afraid the Empire's gonna find out about this little operation? Shut you down?
It's always been a danger, but it looms like a shadow over everything we've built here.
But things have developed that'll ensure security. I've just made a deal that'll keep the Empire out of here forever.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I had no
Falling to the higher ground and still being one of your 90 dads, we got Lord Vader. He, in my opinion, is one of the best villains, not only in Star Wars, but in movie cinema. Everything from his voice, his appearance, and backstory is just extremely phenomenal and interesting. And I don't think I have to speak for anything else. Anyways, that's all. See you later. Oh wait, oh no, don't bring out the belt. Please, Dad, no, not the belt. Ah!
Me a river, give you a taste.